What if the history we were taught is only a half-truth? What if the Great Pyramids, the megaliths of Baalbek, and the buried pillars of Göbekli Tepe weren't built as monuments to the dead, but as warnings for the living? Modern science tells us that 12,800 years ago, a global cataclysm wiped a high civilization from the face of the earth. But the ancients didn't just survive. They left behind a message, an astronomical clock carved in stone, counting down to a specific moment in time. That clock is resetting, and that moment is 2026.
For decades, historians claimed civilization began 5,000 years ago in Sumer. Then, we found Göbekli Tepe. Located in modern-day Turkey, this massive complex dates back over 11,000 years. It is mathematically precise, aligned with the stars, and most shockingly, it was buried on purpose. Archaeologists call it deliberate backfilling. But why bury a masterpiece? The pillars of Enclosure D tell the story of a comet strike, the Younger Dryas Impact. It was a cosmic reset. The ancients didn't just record the past, they calculated the cycle. They knew that every 12,500 years, the Earth passes through a dangerous window of cosmic instability.
To understand the warning, we have to look at the stars. The Earth wobbles on its axis in a 25,920-year cycle known as the Precession of the Equinoxes. The Great Pyramid of Giza is a physical map of this cycle. Its dimensions are a mathematical scale of the northern hemisphere. Its shafts point directly at Orion and Sirius, not as they appear now, but as they appeared halfway through the cycle. Why were the ancients obsessed with this 12,000-year midpoint? Because they knew the great year has seasons. And just as winter brings the frost, the great winter brings the fire and the flood.
So, why 2026? Using modern astronomical software, researchers have found a rare alignment that mirrors the sky of 10,500 BC, the legendary first time, or Zep Tepi of Egypt. For the first time in millennia, the galactic center, the sun, and the Earth's precessional position are reaching a critical junction point. From the Hopi Prophecies of the Blue Star to the Maya Long Count and the Vedic Yugas, every ancient calendar points to a transition happening right now. We are moving from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. But this isn't just a spiritual shift, it is a physical one.
We are the first generation with the technology to see the message for what it truly is. The monuments of our ancestors weren't built by primitive men. They were a legacy left by a civilization that knew the end was a beginning. As we approach 2026, the question is no longer when it will happen, but if we are ready to listen. The ancients left us the map. Now it's up to us to navigate the stars. The clock is ticking. Are you watching the signs?